Phoenix, Arizona, the destination for the Trailblazers. One of the Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Holiday. Defense is right there. With the drive, just 5 on the clock. Drops in the 3.
Nifty dish by Holiday from near the hoop.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Klingon. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Gillespie passes to Williams. And he makes it on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Booker for 3. Williams outside for Booker. 4-3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
Outside Kamara. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for Phoenix. They trail by 1. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
For 3, Booker. He drops it from range. Booker's got 12.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
At 7'2", Klingon is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
This one for 3. And Devin Booker, another 3. He's got 15.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And after not winning a title for the first 11 years of his career, Drew Holiday finally breaks through in 2021, Coach.
And another in 2024. Wherever Holiday has gone during his career, he's fit like a glove, B.A. He's an experienced veteran and a leader both on and off the floor.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. He's checked in for Gillespie. Grant's checked in for Portland. Sissoko comes in for Sharp. Here's Sissoko. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Count it. Klingen's got 10 points in the game.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Booker for three. Another three for Phoenix.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Blazers trail by 8. Avdia passes to Graham. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Sissoko. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you, Brian.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
From 20 feet. Here's Klingen. Outside for Grant. The three. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, Phoenix is shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. For 3, Booker. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
It's Avdia on the wing. Another 3 for Portland.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope.
And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. 27 on the night. He's had it his way. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass, hounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second chance points.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Well, despite that turnover, they've done a decent job taking care of the ball, and they'll need to continue that if they want to hold on to this lead.
Henderson outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Phoenix leading by 3. Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Sissoko in at the 3 spot. Shot is good by Goodwin.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Portland has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard won, but a foundation is being laid.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Here's Sissoko. Allen defending. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Here's Bouye. And the Suns get another 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Here's Henderson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Anytime Henderson can't get to the rim, that mid-range jumper is always there.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. almost an entirely new group here. Dylan Brooks checked in for Dunn. Mark Williams comes in for O'Neal. Gillespie's checked in for Goodwin. And it's Devin Booker in for Bouye. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. For three, Booker connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Obvious checked in for Sissoko. And a chance here to check out some stats for Toumani Camara. Now here's Henderson. 15 in his last outing.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
For three, Allen. Portland with a rebound. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Pass to Williams. There's the triple. Avdia pulls it in. Blazers trail by 8. Here's Grant, driving in. It's blocked. They get it back from downtown. And it's rebounded by Gillespie. Phoenix has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Booker for 3. Booker splashes in the triple. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Chomps, thank you for the report.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Henderson misses. And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. The 3 ball. Sharp grabs the miss. Blazers trail by 9. Going inside. Oh, Williams with the block. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Gillespie. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. For 3, Booker drills it from deep. Booker's got 9 points in the quarter.
You see the level of confidence Booker possesses. Outstanding off the catch.
Stolen by Booker. For the finish. And Booker with the jam.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Outside Sharp, lets it fly. Again, the miss by Portland.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Much to the fans' delight, Stan. Shaedon Sharp's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, B.A., he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Green's checked in for Phoenix. And let's take a look at the top rookie rebounders. Donovan Clingan, number 1.
And even though he's a rookie, he doesn't fear anyone. When it comes to rebounding the ball, he's all business. It shows a lot of heart doing it.
Phoenix leading by 11. Brooks, the pass to Gillespie. Outside Booker, from outside the arc. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016, that was the top spot until Klay took it.
Holiday passes to Avdia. There's the drive, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Phenomenal drive and finish by Avdia. You know his teammates are loving that one.
Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
For three, Booker. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is finally bested. What a shooting display.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Blazers making a change here. Sissoko's checked in. Nine seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
And Holiday's vertical is still sneaky good. At 6'4", he's capable of hammering it down.
Knocks it down from distance.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Pass to Sissoko. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
There's 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Kamara. That three's off the mark. And so it's Phoenix up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Fans get ready for some
Welcome, everybody.
Ever since Booker made his trip to the finals, he's become much more than an elite shooter. He stepped his game up 5 more levels. His confidence, his overall presence, that really affects this team.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. Here's a good one. Shaq Can't Dunk 32 wants to know, how do you guys deal with internet? Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Brooke and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Then it's Jalen Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Gillespie in at the point. And that's the group for Jordan Ott as we begin the second half. Oh, Green with a block.
So quick to rotate. I mean, Green able to cover quickly.
Booker for 3. The shot off that time. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Holiday from long range.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Coach, the defense has been ahead of the schedule for Portland. Where do they take the next step in that regard?
Well, first off, DA, they can do much better on the defensive boards. Also, cutting down their careless fouls. Those are things they have to look to clean up. Great hops. Avdia got way up there.
The Suns lead by 23. Booker for 3. Good. He hits again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. That shot wide open. Sharp's got 8 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Williams passes to Booker. Fires the 3. Oh, connects again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back to you, Brian.
A new day. Allie, thank you. And the Trailblazers call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
With the perimeter D struggling to stay connected to him, they're getting bombarded.
Let's check out the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the teams that'll pick your pocket. The Suns, second.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now with the step back. And Holiday powers it home.
Plenty of power behind Holiday's slam. He was not holding back.
A bit of a shocker during the... And got it! Another basket!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. Here's Kamara. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Takes the 3. He got it again! Sensational!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Holiday from long range. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it. Booker for 3. Another bucket. Wow.
That score moving him clear into 3rd all time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished.
Well, he's cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. Either way, he is having a night.
Hits yet again. Wow.
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
And that score moves him into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rear view, he has only Wilt's 100 mark left. This is the closest anybody has ever come.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. O'Neal, he's checked in for Williams. Dunn comes in for Brooks. Allen, he's checked in for Green. And Goodwin is subbed in for Gillespie.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. Following this game, they host the Magic. That'll be their 2nd of a 5-game stretch at home. Here's Henderson, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Booker for 3, nails it from 3.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Here's Henderson, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And another one! That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
And now we've got an intentional foul. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Second team foul. Shooting for Portland, Jeremy Grant. 2 shots.
That one falls for Grant.
Look, with a guy like Grant, you've got someone who can defend all 5 positions on the court. Guys like that don't come along every day.
And so Grant nails them both. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Love for 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already. And we return to the action as the single game record for 3-pointers is being rewritten.
Give this man his flowers. He is putting on a game for the ages.
And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. We've got Sharp, and it's Grant in at power forward. And they go to the intentional foul. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams, as well as teams that have little to no expectations.
Yeah, BA, give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Here's Sharp. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, it seems like all of these guys come into the league now with great handles, and Sharp is no exception.
From behind the arc. Goodwin, no good. So it's Portland now. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
And the Suns making a change here. Allen's checked in. And also a switch here for Portland. Love is checked in for Henderson. Love for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Goodwin. Phoenix no good that time either.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Fires it. Love, that's good. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Dunn. And also a switch here for Portland. Avdia's checked in. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Booker for 3. He buries it from 3.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Pass to Avdia. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Booker for 3. Portland with a rebound. Here's Sissoko. Outside Sharp. Oh, it's stolen. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Launches it. And Booker hits from deep. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Booker for 3. Oh, another one falls.
And that score puts him even. A night I never thought we'd see.
Wow, and he's tied for the record point for point. One more score and he'll stand alone.
And how about that? 100 points, triple digits. Woo!
Launches a 3. Another one goes. Incredible.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and he's passed Wilt Chamberlain's legendary mark of 100 points. Oh, my. I mean, that has stood since 1962. Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's the three. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
Sharp has the open look. Cash money from 16 feet away. Sharp's got 6 in the quarter.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Booker for three. Gets the three ball to go.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Booker.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Sissoko can't get it to go.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Fires in the triple.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering.
Inside. Nails the baby hook.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Booker for three, and the Suns get another three.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Devin Booker.